This is ginseng. It's a plant. Now, it may not look like much, but its buffs allow my ice cream queen to do this. With a plus 180 base attack boost and 11% crit rate increase, ginseng meat stew becomes a staple in the endgame. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's no endgame in Endfield because it just came out. And I agree. When you think of endgame for gacha games, a couple of great examples come to mind. 2-away in Wuwa, contingency contract in Arknights,
So if they hit the blue box, you die.
and Endfield, Etch Space Salvage. Enfield's endgame is shit. Literally. If we aren't counting the atrocity of what Etch Space Salvage is, optimization of the tactical equipment or food through farming is endgame. But unfortunately, Lowlight decided to lock food behind every gacha player's greatest weakness. Sorry, wrong one. It's raiding. But fortunately for you, I read every single crafting recipe so you don't have to. Whether you're a tryhard sweat looking for maximum damage output or a casual player trying to become invincible, I got you covered. So, let's get the farm set up. Okay, just gotta get my farming blueprint and... oh shit. Because we can't use blueprints in farming areas, I'll walk you step by step on how to unlock, set up, and automate your farm. If you watched my previous video, thank you. Seriously, I didn't expect to receive such positive feedback, and I appreciate everyone who commented, gave me feedback, and even corrected me. I've read and replied to every single comment in that video, and will do the same here. On that note, I did make a couple mistakes, so I decided to culminate your suggestions into this video. All you need is 2 clicks, 1 click to plant, 1 click to collect, and you're done. Let's get started. Step 1. Progress through the main story until you reach Wuling, unlock its core AIC area, and by extension the agricultural test site. Be sure to complete the farming quests in Originium Science Park and Wuling before continuing. If this doesn't make sense to you, you're probably still in Valley 4, so try and complete the main story and then come back to this video. Enfield's a single player game, so there's no need to rush the story. Step 2. Unlock these necessary AIC upgrades and manufacture 1 fluid pump, 10 sprinklers, and 6 Zeronite pylons. Be sure to also craft your farm plots. Homeboy Wellmorn will be here to sell you all the seeds for all the foods we're about to talk about. They refresh every single day, and you have a max plot total of 20 in Wuling. To make plots, produce carbon bricks. Link in description if you're too lazy. Then, combine them with any seed to create a farming plot. You can get seeds by just putting any plant in a powered shredder. If you need a blueprint for this, God help you. I'll leave it in the description just in case. Step 3. Go to the agricultural test site located near Wuling's main AIC area and start placing your crops in 4 rows of 5. By placing plots in close proximity of each other, our non-controlled teammates are able to auto-plant and collect everything if we start in the middle. When connecting your sprinklers, be sure to leave a gap between buildings so they don't get stuck. Connect the fluid pipe to the system and you're done. After the system is complete, farming endgame items are as easy as planting and collecting. 2 buttons and no need to manually water. Also, don't be alarmed if you find the timer after watering a plot resets when reaching 0. Some plants like ginseng have 3 watering cycles, 4 hours each, for a total of 12 hours of grow time before you can actually harvest them. The farm must grow. The best healing tacticals I recommend are Yazen Spray Large, Jinsao Infusion, and Garden Fried Rice. Yazen Spray Large provides the most total healing out of any tactical item in the game at the cost of Ferium production. You can craft the powder or use its weaker version if you don't want to commit some of your Ferium supply in its formula. The heals it provides are over time and not instant. The flat amount of heal in all heal over time foods proc every second it's active. As for the powder component in its formula, it's RNG based. Yes, you have to gacha rare plants. Thorny Yazen is a rare plant that can drop 1 to 3 times when farming a regular Yazen plot. Jinsao Infusion has a slightly less total healing, but applies it instantly instead of over time. It has the same recipe as Yazen Spray Large, but instead of needing Thorny Yazen, you need Fluff Jinsao. Same idea. It's a rare plant that has a chance to drop when farming regular Jinsao plots. And finally, Garden Fried Rice, which sacrifices more total healing compared to the previous 2 for ease of farming and upkeep. Because Fluff Jinsao and Thorny Yazen are rare drops, they aren't affected by Bumper Rich Fertilizer, which doubles crop yield. Wait, what the f? Bumper Rich Fertilizer is liquid shit. Don't believe me? You can unlock the formula from a vendor just north of the Fengxing Avenue TP, which allows you to use Forge of the Sky to mix liquid Gironite and Bertomuk to get Bumper Rich Fertilizer. Don't worry if you can't see the formula, just manually put in the Bertomuk and it should pop out. Now you may be asking yourself, where does one collect this shit? Well, 25 Bertomuk can be farmed every day. Just TP to the Guho Marsh and follow this path to pet and extract 13 Bertomuk. Then go north to follow Wuling's walls to find another 5. Then TP to the Field Logistics Depot and follow this path for 7 more. Also, collecting and submitting Auraline at any Wuling TP will give you various buffs, one of them being a chance to give 1 extra plant when collecting. Be cautious that this does not affect rare drops. As I was saying, Fluff Jinsao or Thorny Yazen cannot benefit from Bumper Rich because they are rare drops, but Amber Rice, however, is a normal drop, so it can be doubled. Yazen Powder is the other half of the formula and can be infinitely farmed in the AIC factory, making Garden Fred Rice the easiest to upkeep of the 3. Arts Tubes can be made to allow the revival of dead operators due to your skill issue in combat. Their formula is very easy, being some glow bugs, which you can find everywhere, and some Ferium bottles. There are other tactical foods that instead restore ultimate bar, but require you to be at 50% ultimate energy, which opens up a whole new avenue of team builds regarding defenders. But as of now, their formulas aren't really farming friendly. We just have to hope in future patches Hypergriff lets us farm animals for fillet and slug meat. Yum. There's pretty much a unanimous consensus that ginseng meat stew is the best in slot for most operators, just for the reason that it's reasonably farmable and provides crazy base attack buffs which scale better than percent damage buffs, and on top of that adds crit rate. Like Amber Rice, ginseng is not a rare drop, and therefore its yield can be doubled by Bumper Rich Fertilizer. 6 ginseng can be farmed per plot if using said fertilizer, covering half the formula. But as stated earlier, there are no fillet farms in the game yet. However, I will leave a link in the description for an interactive map which you can use to find wild tusk beasts which drop fillets. Click the website, go to Interactive Valley 4 map, press clear all and select wild tusk beasts located in the battle encounters tab. Now all you have to do is ignore PETA regulations and construct gun towers to auto farm dogs as you walk by. Your teammates will extract the fillets from the corpses and bam, endgame farm is done. Please consider subscribing so my sub hours viewed don't look like gotcha rates. Thank you for watching and remember, stay comfy.